ED, but then I, in turn, would also be able to get the dental care I needed.
Yeah. So what's happening with United Services of EB? What's going on with that one after Jamie passed away? You already told me you're updating the website, so I guess it's still going on, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. That was kind of a dumb question, so I apologize.
No, it's fine. Jamie, after she passed away, like, most of the board members have ED. Most of us have the most severe type of ED. And so we're scattered all across the United States. So when Jamie passed away, like, we had to take some time to step back and be like, not only did we lose our best friend, but we lost our leader. We lost the person that was supposed to guide us through these, things with the nonprofit. And so we've had some time where, we've kind of had a quiet time to cope and deal with the loss of her, but now we're starting to pick up momentum again. We're going to be redoing the website, and then in May or June starts the beginning of the Macy's Shop for a Cause. We do that every year. I think I've been doing it since 2008 or 2009, back when I knew Jamie. And then after the Macy's Shop for a Cause usually goes from like May or June until August, and then the day of the Shop for a Cause, like every Macy's across the United States will open their doors on one specific day and allow you to use this shopping pass for donating. So you can like follow us on our Facebook, and like when that starts up this spring, there'll be lots of notifications on how to participate and to make sure like your donations are going to SEB. And so, yeah, I'll post about that later. We're also trying to raise a lot of money so that way we can continue our summer camps. We wanted to have a special camp specifically for EB patients because the camp discoveries are amazing. Don't get me wrong. Like we love to parallel them so much, and we give them so much credit. But we thought, we still need something that's even more specific to our condition. So not only can we meet the people we can help mentor. Sorry, I'm like tired a little bit. Sorry about that. But we have the camp so we can mentor these children, but also so that way we can help them in the long run. Like the last camp that Jamie had and she put together, she had different programs. So each camper who came in got to decide what they were interested in. Were they interested in photo? Were they interested in music? So then, depending on what their interests were, they would split up into that type of group. And she tried to find different concentrations that everyone would be, involved in some way. So the group that I chose was music. So Jamie Jamie was in our group. Me, April, Allison, Novelette, we ended up choosing the music group, and we learned that week at camp how to do song structure, how to learn to record in a music studio and everything. Both Jamie and April mentored us and taught us about that, and it ended up falling on my birthday. It just happened that way, that we were having camp the same week, and then we ended up the whole project was like we could record in a music studio, but one of the songs had to be about camp. So I ended up writing the song about camp. I just thought that would be way easier to talk about than trying to write a love song or something. So we ended up recording a song specifically about SEB camp, which is also on our website, and you can also find the YouTube video for it. And so Jamie gave me that opportunity to not only learn about recording, but just to experience everything around the music business from seeing her practice music. I would wake up, when I was living with her, I would wake up in the mornings and hear her practicing right before she would go into the studio with April. I don't think Taylor was aware of this because most of the time I think he was at work. But I did hear Jamie singing at home, but it was usually, alone by herself trying to practice before she went to either voice lessons or to record. And that was literally the best way to wake up. It's just to hear her voice, those songs, Marble Halls and Nella Fantasia coming to life and being pieced together. That's why it was interesting to hear April's story, because looking back, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember when she was putting all that together, and it was interesting to hear from her perspective.
Now, I do got a question about EB. So, now, are they looking for a cure to help make the skin thicker in the future, or is that something that is possibly maybe able to happen?
Yes, they are working on a cure, but, with EB, it's all genetic. So it's like reteaching your genetic coding how to do something the correct way. So it's going to be very, very difficult for them to figure it out. Like, they've been promising my parents since I was 5 years old, in the next 5 years we'll have a cure. And I'm now 29, and ever since I was 1, 2 years old, it was like next 5 years, and then the next 5 years, and then the next 5 years. I do, though, with a lot of the technology that's coming out with DNA and everything, and stem cell research, I definitely feel that they should get it in the next 10 years. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. But I know that they are doing several trials. The University of Minnesota, I think, or one of the hospitals, U of M, is doing research on bone marrow transplant, and then Stanford is doing trials on doing skin grafts. So they take a skin graft from your skin, and then they expose it with the correct, like a good virus that reteaches your body to make the collagen that you are lacking. And then after they grow it, they re-adhere it to your skin. They'll place it back on your body on areas that are either not healing or just wounds that are stubborn and deeper wounds. And so then after that, they'll re-adhere it, and then they go on to see, observe how much is healing and how much blistering has improved, and to see if it'll stay in the skin and stuff like that. So they're still doing a lot of research. There's so much out there going on. So that's why we keep in contact with Stanford. But fingers crossed that they get it hopefully in the next, few years.
Absolutely.
I think they will. I'm really positive about it. So
me too.
We'll see.
Okay, so I'm going to take a little break. So all of you stay on the phone with me, because I do have a few more questions I want to ask all of you as a group. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, so be right back, guys.
Woohoo! Let's Talk About the Music is starting.
What is Let's Talk About the Music, and why are you so excited about it?
It's a podcast with controversial talk and a global mix of music.
Oh, cool. How and where can I listen?
Just go to letstalkaboutthemusic.com and click follow to be sure to get all the info about the bands that are playing and see their music videos. Then click on Spreaker or iTunes to listen live and even chat with other listeners and the host herself.
What day and time is Let's Talk About the Music on?
Every Wednesday night from 8 p.m. to midnight Pacific Standard Time.
I think I'll tune in. Thanks for the info. Join us April 13th on Let's Talk About the Music, when the Action Adventure Circus Super Geek League will be talking everything geek. Find out why they are the most unique performance group in the Pacific Northwest. Also on the show co-hosting will be myself, character voice actor and vocal impersonator Ty the Voice Guy. All this and more April 13th, starting at 8 p.m. on Let's Talk About the Music.
Live in studio on April 26, 2016. We're going local, everybody. Seattle's very own Johnny Sonic. That's right, guys. Johnny Sonic's going to be on the air with me, your host. We're going to talk about politics, music, and his charity's coming up. Right here, let's talk about the music on April 26th. Don't want to miss it. Seattle's very own Johnny Sonic.
Shall he break for the slave?